Hello everybody. I am sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you all. My name's Jess. I am Key Tarot. Oh shoot, I forgot our lineup. Let me get a piece of paper and write it out real quick. Let me see if I can remember what I posted. Was Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh, I think we did Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Is that right? No, I think we did Earth signs. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah. All right, so let's go Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then we have, after that, we're gonna go Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then we'll go Ophiuchus, Aries, and Leo. No, we'll do Sagittarius after Ophiuchus. This is not the order that I posted earlier. If anybody looks at it and you want to update me after Libra, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. I posted it on the Key Facebook page and then I forgot to print it out for myself. And then I couldn't get the Facebook app to work. You know, Mercury retrograde ends in just like a week. I think it's the 18th of October that it goes direct. And I'm ready for it. Anyway, welcome to you all. I hope you're doing well. Let us just say a quick blessing and we're going to get started with Libra, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right. Let me clear some of this out of the way. We're going to start with the Tarot of Wonderland for Libra. Happy birthday to you guys if it has been your birthday or it is your birthday or it's going to be soon. I have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is somebody who wants to let go of a commitment. This is somebody who is maybe wanting to let go of a contract. I have the Five of Wands. So you've got five, which is the Hierophant, and you've got a Five of Wands here. That tells me you have some conflict coming up for yourself. This Five of Wands is somebody who's making like pros and cons lists for themselves. What would be the pros of staying in this situation? What would be the cons of staying in this situation? What would be the, and vice versa. I have the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they can't physically move out of this situation. This can be in a romantic situation. This can be in a work situation. This can apply to you in a lot of different ways. That Hierophant card represents something that's kind of an institution in your life in some way. Now with the Six of Swords in the reverse, that's someone who doesn't feel like they can move forward for whatever reason. I have the Two of Pentacles that comes out on its side there in addition to the Four of Cups that comes out on its side there. The Two of Pentacles on its side is somebody who feels like they're losing more and more balance every day. With every step that they take, it feels shakier and shakier. And with the Four of Cups that comes out on its side underneath that, there's this feeling of kind of focusing on a lot of loss and forgetting oneself, or this kind of feels like an energy that you're moving through this week, Libra, in some way. It's almost like losing yourself in some kind of battle, maybe losing steam for something. With the King of Wands in the reverse, that's someone who is afraid of making the wrong choice, and so they don't make any choice at all. I've got the Fool in the reverse under that. That's somebody who doesn't feel like they're ready to take the leap in some kind of situation here. So there's a lot of yourself that's pushing you towards like staying put where you are, and yet there's this part of you over here that's recognizing something being very off balance, and you not being willing to let go of it for some reason. I have the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to clarify that in a second because I'm not entirely sure how that's going to relate to your situation here. I have the Six of Cups on its side. Okay, so the Six of Cups is a soulmate dynamic. This would be someone that you have invested a lot of your time, your energy, your heart, your love, and your soul into. This is somebody that you've grown with. And someone that you had anticipated spending a lot of your time with in the future. With this High Priestess in the reverse, this is somebody who wasn't expecting to feel the way that they've been feeling. This is somebody who wasn't expecting, again, I have to kind of clarify that one. Hold on, let me grab another deck and we will. Let's use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot to clarify that. Actually, we're going to use the Chicoli deck for whatever reason here. Alrighty, first, you have the Queen of Pentacles that comes out on its side on top of that High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like you've had some kind of like the rug pulled out from under you in a situation for some reason here. And that's what's got you questioning this commitment. With this High Priestess in the reverse, that was the one that I was kind of hung up on. I couldn't really figure out how it fit in there because it feels like you either brushed aside some of your intuition and now you're recognizing that maybe you shouldn't have, and now there's kind of a situation that you want to move out of, but you're not, like there's some doubts that have started to creep into your mind in some way, and it feels like you've had some kind of unexpected situation. That's weird. I started shuffling the cards backwards and there was one in there backwards and upside down. We've got the Moon in the reverse, which this is indeed secrets kind of coming to light. This is kind of like exposure energy. Let's see if I can shuffle them the right way now. There we go. Yeah, I have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is you in this analysis paralysis state where you're saying, I just want to wait to make a decision about something. I have the Knight of Swords here. This is somebody who doesn't want to make any kind of hasty decisions that are going to affect them adversely. This is somebody who was really being careful as to what they say, how they say it, and really trying very hard not to be impulsive. And I've got the Ten of Swords here that comes out, which is the energy of an ending. It's the minor arcana of the Death card, but this is somebody who said this is kind of this energy of on again, off again relationship, or kind of the same issues continually coming up and seeming to never end. This can be you choosing to end this situation. Those are all energies of the Ten of Swords. Okay. Whew. And I've got the, yeah, see, here's the deal. This is where your analysis paralysis really sets in, though, is you feel this real soulmate connection to this situation. And this could also, again, I will say, could definitely be playing out in someone's work life, too, because I have the Eight of Pentacles there, which is one of the cards that we associate with work life situations. However, we also have this Lover's card here, where we have somebody faced with a choice in love. So this is the card of Gemini, but it's also right on top of this Six of Cups, which is that soulmate relationship. And so we know we have somebody here who is kind of up against a challenging choice, because this is something or someone that they love very, very much. And that's really what's got you hung up here. What is this secret that's supposedly coming out here? What is the deal? Oh, it's the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the same card that you had here, this Eight of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who doesn't know if they want to put any more work into this situation. They don't know if it's getting any better, or this is, yeah, pretty much straight across the board. It's all relating to work and what you choose to spend your time and energy with, and who you choose to spend your time and energy with. It feels like you're struggling to make a decision with that this week, Libra, and it feels like you're going to work your way through it. What's this? I have the Fool card right on top of the Fool card. Nicely done. Love it when you give me the repeats, guys. So this is the energy of a brand new start coming forward towards you. It comes after you let go of whatever, whoever this is in your life. And you'll know what it is. It's whatever this thing that's got you up in your head about can't choose, can't make a decision. It feels like this is when you start acknowledging some of these things that you may have kind of been brushing aside, kind of like ignoring your intuition about, and it has you kind of ready to make a change. I feel like you're sensing the instability of this situation, and you're sensing how much time and energy you've given to this situation over the past weeks, months, years, however long, and you're kind of taking stock of what you've gotten out of it. And I think that you're going to finish your list this week, Libra. All right, that was your reading for the week. Guys, I actually forgot to print out my lineup before I started the reading, and I didn't want to take time to do it, so I wrote a new lineup. I feel like such a jerk for doing that. So what I'll do is I'm going to go, I just finished Libra. Then the next one I'm going to do is Gemini. If somebody wants to look up on the Facebook page where I printed it or I posted it earlier, it was like on a whiteboard or something. Go ahead and drop it down in the comments down below, and I'll try to go by what you put out instead of what I have just written out here next to me, because I don't think I got the same order. So anyway, thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate it very much. Alrighty, so I'm going to move on to Gemini for now, and that might not be what I put out earlier, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this Marielle Tarot. Alrighty, Gemini. Oh, I've got the star card out for Gemini on its side. That's the card of Aquarius. All right, that may be a zodiac sign of significance to you, but not necessarily, doesn't necessarily have to be. This Aquarius, or this star card, I should say, is someone who is starting to take stock of the things that they have been focusing on. Wow, you have the High Priestess that comes out on top of that. That's 2 major arcana out of 2. This tells me you're at a really pivotal time for yourself as far as personal growth, Gemini. This High Priestess is someone who all of a sudden is developing some intuitive abilities, some real gifts in their life, some kind of talents that you're just starting to really uncover new parts of yourself. And I've got the King of Pentacles that comes out here. You could be experiencing a promotion at work. This could be someone who is experiencing a windfall of money. There's something very comfortable about yourself right now, to yourself this week, Gemini. It feels like the things that you've been choosing to focus your energy on are starting to pay off for you. And there's somebody who's saying, yes, I knew it all along. This is someone who has a real talent or a real gift for something, and all of a sudden you're starting to use those gifts. I have the 5 of Wands in the reverse for you. And that is someone who, I'm going to clarify that one in a second. Just give me a minute. Oh, I see. Okay. I feel like somehow this week you may be affected by someone else's emotions. That like it feels like you're in a place right now where you are changing some things about your life that hold on one second. Yeah, there we go. Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah. All of a sudden there's someone in your immediate environment, Gemini, that There's someone who needs a lot. They have a heavy amount of need. You're always having to comfort them through their emotions. This is the Queen of Wands on its side. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be, again, those zodiac signs. It's just this energy of someone who their needs are always coming above yours. They're always just a lot of kind of clingy, sort of high emotion kind of energy here. I have some kind of bubbling up to the surface of could be like issues, instability or something like that. And I have you getting really insightful about this with this Page of Swords energy this week, Gemini. And that's what that 5 of Wands energy is about. That's the one that I wanted to clarify because that's that card that we had a minute ago for Libra, where I said it was kind of like analysis paralysis energy, like making your pros and cons lists and kind of trying to work something out for yourself in your head. I feel like when we have this in the reverse, you're like seeing things very clearly all of a sudden about whoever this is in your life that is kind of high needs, high drama. And also I've got some secrets or something coming out with that Moon card energy that really and truly actually, Gemini, I feel, yeah, you've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse too. That's interesting. Libra had both of these last two cards, but in the upright position, you've got these two in the reverse. But just with different decks. This one happens to be the same, but the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this would be a repeating pattern that you've seen in this person, or a repeating pattern that you've seen in this situation, whatever it is. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. I so appreciate that. Hold on, pause for one quick second. So Aquarius, and then Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sag, Leo, Aries, Capricorn. Oh, you're a doll. Thank you so much. Taurus, Virgo. Thank you, Sandra. Much appreciated. Alrighty, got it. So that's the order we'll go in. So the lineup that's on the key page is the lineup that I have now. Much better. Thank you very much. Alrighty, back to Gemini. What we were saying is, with this Ten of Swords, this would be something that you've seen over and over again in this person or in this situation. This would be an energy, this is like, enough is enough kind of energy. It's again the minor arcana of the Death card. When we have it in the reverse, this was something that you were really on the fence about, someone you were always trying to give the benefit of the doubt to, and all of a sudden this week you're like, oh, enough is enough. It feels like you've really grown into yourself. I have the Eight of Wands here. This is someone who, hold on, and I have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. All of a sudden you start talking, you start expressing yourself to this person and saying, you know what, I'm ready to walk away from this situation. And I don't want, like, there's just a lot of heavy discussion. I've got the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're questioning somebody's, I feel like you're questioning someone's honesty in a situation, because I have this Ace of Swords in the reverse that kind of bridges this fast-moving direct communication and this moon energy, which is kind of like distorted conversation or argument, where you feel like somebody's just spinning the truth always, and you're kind of starting to like want to back away from this situation. There's this energy of you really not being sure of what that would look like in your life. I think you've contemplated this scenario in your head multiple times. All of a sudden, for some reason, Gemini, you're in a situation with this King of Pentacles where you're feeling a lot more stable, you're feeling a lot more grounded in yourself, and so you're not as apt to tolerate this energy in the same way that you always did in the past. It's like all of a sudden this blinder has been removed from your eyes in some way, and I have this Page of Wands that comes out on its side, which is, I feel like you almost instigating an argument with this person, almost like poking at this person in a way like that you've not done in the past. And the worst is that we've got two pages out. We've got the Page of Swords and we've got the Page of Wands, and those are very immature energies. And so let me just caution you, Gemini, if your patience is crossed this week with someone who's quite high needs and quite high drama, this could be anyone in any situation in your life, I suppose. Just do try not to say things that you'll regret in the future, because I always say that Page of Wands is like a child left alone with a box of matches. Like, it's very potentially inflammatory, and that poking action when someone is already having high emotion, and now you've got the Ace of Wands on top of that, this is quite inflammatory then. So we go from just a little spark to a big powder keg kind of emotion. So how do we make this better? My goodness, how is that going to improve? Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is kind of a family dynamic energy with this Ace of Pentacles. You've got a lot of aces out here. With this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like there's not a lot of, but then you got the Page of Wands again there. And I got the Death card there. Jeez. And then we've got this Page of Cups. It really feels like you're close to making a decision about ending this situation because everything just always feels so explosive. And yet I feel like you will end up at the end of this conversation, or at the end of whatever this scenario is, reaching out and apologizing and or extending an offer of forgiveness or something to this person. This does seem to be like a repeating pattern. This is a rather specific message, Gemini. All right, with that Page of Wands out there twice, this is somebody who's kind of like bound and determined to get the message across. And again, I've got this King of Pentacles out there twice too, which is somebody with this real heavy energy of stability. All of a sudden in you, there's this energy of you just saying, you know what, let's just cut out the bullshit. Let's just talk about the facts here. Let's just... There's just a real energy of maturity that comes out in you after this little situation here, or perhaps this is you making the choice to be a bigger person before these page energies catch up to your mouth. I think that it's like a cautioning of yourself to yourself. You've got this this real heavy energy of ending here, and endings for sure with that Ten of Swords and this Death card energy. Yeah, it's just kind of a fiery end is kind of what I'm seeing in the energy. But this can change at any moment, right, Gemini? You can make a choice to make it a little bit less inflammatory, I guess, just by simply being this King of Pentacles energy, right? That's somebody who feels quite large and in charge, but there's whoever this person is, they're used to kind of being the one in charge. They're used to, there's kind of a bullying energy with the Queen of Wands that comes out the way they do. This is somebody, again, who has a lot of needs always, and it feels like you've always kind of caved to them in the past. And now all of a sudden there's something that's changed your perspective, or you've seen something, or you've heard something within them, and you're like, hey, wait, you know what? I'm so over this and I'm so done with it. And I'm not going to react in the same way that I always have in the past. That's probably where this energy of kind of bossing up within yourself comes from. There can be an energy of just sort of promotion within yourself or within this place, this environment. Anyway, that was your reading for the week, and I will catch up with you next week. Thanks for letting me read for you, Gemini, and sorry for the interruption. Next up, we have... we're going to do Aquarius next because I accidentally skipped that one. So we just finished Gemini and we'll do Aquarius. Perfect. I'm going to use this Night Sun Tarot for Aquarius. My birthday is on January 20th. Which sign would I be? I'm on the cusp and I never know which one speaks. Oh, okay. I think you're a Aquarius, right? Yeah, I have a good friend who's an Aquarius, kind of Capricorn cusp, and she always says the same thing. Yeah, I think that you're right between Capricorn and Aquarius. You could pick, right? If I were you, I would just pick on whichever day, right? All right, let's see here. We're going to do Aquarius. Aquarius, I have got your card out for you. This is interesting because this was the first card out that also came out for Gemini. So this is the Star card. This is you. It comes out on its side. So I feel like you are definitely getting ready to experience an important time in your life. This month that we're in right now, this Libra season, has been very... a very powerful cycle. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who is dealing with someone who's a little bit tyrannical. This is so interesting. This is a very similar reading to the Gemini reading that we did just a minute ago. This King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's like a my way or the highway kind of person. I have the Four of Wands in the reverse. No, I don't. I have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Seven of Wands in the reverse is somebody who doesn't feel like they're ever going to be successful getting through to this person or convincing this person or swaying them to reason. This is somebody who just seems to never agree with you about something. I have the World in the reverse. This is something that's thrown your entire life into chaos, kind of shifted you upside down like a turtle on its back. And it feels like you're kind of at this point in this relationship where you kind of are not seeing a lot of progress, and you're experiencing a lot of like stressful times within this dynamic. And it feels like it's kind of like this lingering ending that just kind of you keep kind of dragging up the hill, because you know that making a drastic change would be difficult right now. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, this could be someone who's secretly looking outside for a new option, or something. This Page of Swords, it can be somebody also who is a little bit immature with the words that they say. These are a lot of very similar energies to the reading that I did just a minute ago up there for Gemini. Air signs have a lot of similar cards this week. I always notice that 2 of the 3 elemental signs will be very similar, and then there'll be like one oddball that doesn't share as many of the same cards. I have the 2 of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's really struggling, and they know they're at a crossroads. They know that they have to make a change. They understand that. They've been through this situation with this situation enough times to know that the only way to like get yourself into the upright position is to move on to the next cycle. And I'm going to clarify what that means, because that's why you're with this 2 of Swords in the reverse. And I have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. You're afraid of what other people will say if you let go of this. You're afraid. Wow. Okay. And I've got the Tower in the reverse, which is someone who's like delaying a falling apart. Like this is somebody who's like watching a building crumbling in slow motion, and they're like, oh, we should get out. We should get out. But they're just kind of, they don't. And so it's just kind of been chipping away for a while, man. I've got the 9 of Cups way back over here. It wanted to like flip way across the table. It feels like usually when cards end up way over here and not like on the main spread, or if they fall off onto the floor, it's kind of makes me think that someone doesn't want to talk about something, or someone doesn't want to admit to something, or they're not ready to talk about something. The 9 of Cups is about your wish fulfillment. Whatever this situation is, or whoever this situation is with, I think there's this big part of you who knows it doesn't really belong to you anymore, and that it's not bringing you any kind of joy, or if it is, there's something in the past that kind of keeps you tethered in some way. Something in the back of your mind maybe that's just continually kind of coming up. I have the Sun in the reverse. This is somebody who doesn't have the get up and go to fix this anymore. They don't have the will or the desire to really do it anymore. You don't have the energy for it anymore. All right, one more out, thanks. And I've got the Hermit. Very good. You could be isolating yourself a lot this week, Aquarius. This would be somebody who really goes within to seek guidance from a higher power. This is someone who just needs quiet. This is someone who's also very worried for some reason about, there's like a real distrustful energy. Let me get another deck. I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams. God, how big this deck is. It's like... All right. I have the Palace of Wands in the reverse. Whew. All right, so it does feel like some kind of argument, or some kind of something comes to a big end. Something comes to kind of an explosive end, or there's some kind of situation with this King of Wands in the reverse and this Tower in the reverse that you can no longer deny that this situation is toxic, right? Like you just can't. You're like, even I can't deny that. I have the Judgment in the reverse. Yep. The Judgment in the reverse is somebody who denied this wake-up call. Very similar energy to this Tower in the reverse. Somebody who just was like, sweep it under the rug. I don't want to deal with it today. I won't think about it today. I'll think about it tomorrow. And that kind of procrastination kind of caught up with somebody here. Whew. And I have the Five of Pentacles here. And that's interesting. The Five of Pentacles going right on top of this Five of Swords energy. Fives again. We had that in another one of the air signs as well. But we have someone here who's worried about finances. We have somebody who's worried about what other people may say, what other people may think about making this change. I don't even think you're with this World in the reverse card. You don't feel like you're ready to make. Now I've got the Queen of Wands here on its side. So we have the King of Wands and we got the Queen of Wands out here, and neither one of them are really at their happiest, best self this week. Yeah, but there's definitely a lot of energy of fiery. And the Palace of Wands, I mean, this is the energy right between them, right? Yeah, and it's all in the reverse. So there's just a heavy level of inflammatory instability here for somebody. Not everybody, this is not going to be everybody's reading, but this is for someone who's experiencing kind of a fallout because of some tempers flaring here, very similar to Gemini's reading a moment ago. All right, how do we fix this? Seven of Wands. Yep, that's the second time out for that guy. This is a combative energy. It really is. There's a lot of red in here. There's a lot of people's heavy emotions in here. There's somebody that they don't want to give up their position about something. It feels like neither person wants to, and that's what causes the big kaboom. And then there's this, like, this acknowledgement of this crumbling, and then there's somebody that's Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, that's somebody who feels like they don't have anywhere else to go, or they feel like they don't have any way out, or that there's not a clear path out of this situation. Man, that is rough. I have the Fool on its side. This is somebody who's questioning a new journey. And the interesting thing you have here, Aquarius, is that you have the World card, which is the final card in the deck of Tarot, and then we have the Fool card, which is the number 0, the first card, right? And so you are right on this transitionary cusp, basically, of ending something old in your life and starting something new. And a lot of people are right now. This has been a really pivotal season, this Libra season, and whoever you are, you're kind of, it's almost like I'm seeing like somebody being squeezed tight almost to make them uncomfortable, and they'll shoot into the next direction almost, you see. And that's why we have these tower moments, these things that we've always known were present but we weren't dealing with. And the fear-based emotions, like this Five of Pentacles, which is very poverty-minded, poverty consciousness, I should say. And then this Five of Swords energy, which is, oh, what will the Joneses think if I separate myself from this energy? Or what will happen to me if I leave this part of my life behind? Will I ever be successful again? Will I ever find love again? Will I ever be okay again? And these are the kinds of things that keep you from moving forward. And that's why we'll repeat cycle after cycle. And it's interesting, as I was saying earlier, we have that retrograde, that Mercury retrograde that we're about to, it's about to be over. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The 18th of October, I think Mercury goes direct, and you should start to feel a little bit better a few days before that, and a few days after too. But these Mercury retrograde energies bring communication out about things that we haven't talked about for a while, and so if it's not addressed in this retrograde time period, or in this, if it's not addressed in this next cycle of your life, it'll come back around again. The same issues will come back around. The same people will come back around during the next retrograde to give you an opportunity to heal that between the two of you and to move forward. So if you don't figure it out this time, if you don't make it through this world in the reverse energy this time, the next retrograde that comes around, and it comes around a couple times a year, you'll be presented with this again, and it'll happen again and again. But every time it happens, that tower crumbles just a little bit farther and a little bit farther. And so there's part of you that's saying, do I want to get out now? Is now the time that I exit stage left, or are we going to make it through another act? What are we going to do? All right, that was your reading for the week, Aquarius. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Cancer. Alrighty, and thanks again, Sandra, for checking that for me. We're going to use this manga tarot for Cancer. Knight of Swords, Three of Swords on its side. Zoinks. So the Knight of Swords is like a fast-moving messenger. This is somebody who's bringing documents, bringing paperwork, something like that. Can be in the actual mail, can be delivered digitally. Knight of Swords is fast-moving, clear, direct energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I have the Three of Swords that comes out on its side. This is the energy. I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, because it sort of typically indicates like a breakup or a separation or an ending of some sort, but it really is an acknowledgement of pain in your heart, whether it's like heartache or grief or pain or guilt or sadness or something. It's something that's coming that might cause that. This may be something that you've already experienced. Maybe this is an energy. And now I've got the Page of Swords. One second. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Two of Wands. Okay. There's somebody here who I feel like I'm hearing amend something. You may be having to, this feels like something that you've just recently been through was really painful, like extremely painful, and you're having to kind of revisit some aspects of it this week for some reason. Cancer, it's like it's coming back around for looking at again. It's uncomfortable. I have this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which is somebody who is struggling right now. They're struggling with their independence. This is somebody who's struggling. This is somebody who's like, I can't adult this week. I'm not doing well with the adulting. And it feels like you've had a heavy load to carry, and I can understand why you might be feeling that way if that is the case. This is somebody who is feeling kind of alone, honestly. And the Six of Pentacles is somebody who is hoping that someone can help them in some way. It feels like Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, there's someone who's lost a lot of money here and stability with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And this could be your energy. This can be somebody around you. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, they may have overspent. They may have overdone something. In any case, they've suffered a loss in some way here, and it feels like they're still dealing with that energy. And this Nine of Pentacles, I'm gonna just get another deck. All right, let's use this traditional Rider-Waite actually. You got two aces. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. We have actually a new start coming for you. Okay, there's kind of this energy of things getting better. Oh, sweet. Look at you go. Okay, I got to put that side down, and then I'm going to take that one too. That one goes over there. Very good. Alrighty. You have this Tower in the reverse. There was something that happened for you, and it caused a real tremendous loss of your stability. It wasn't that long ago. It's been within the last month or so. I think that this has happened, maybe the last 3 months at the most. Whatever it was, it's caused some paperwork headaches for you, or some kind of legal issues, or perhaps just kind of having to have difficult conversations with people that can be very to the point. You've had to ask for some help here in some situation. You're being offered some kind of a fresh, brand new beginning, some kind of really positive energy coming towards you after all of this that you've been through. There's someone here who's looking at some codependencies they may have in their lives. This is someone who's recognizing a lot of loss in their lives. And with this death card energy, there's somebody here who recognizes that something major has to change, and it is going to change with this world, or with this Wheel of Fortune energy and this death card energy, plus these two aces right here. Aces signify new beginnings, right? And they can be messages that offer those new beginnings to us. And now with this death card and this Wheel of Fortune, we have this karmic wheel starting to turn again, because we've had some kind of final ending, some like major call it kind of situation here. I have the Three of Cups here. We have some kind of reunion that comes about because of this. What's really interesting is that we have the Three of Cups that comes out on top of the Three of Swords. So we've got two threes that just flipped right out on top of that. Threes can signify rebuilding your security, of rebuilding your stability, I should say, because you think about the geometric form of the triangle, and it's so stable on its base, right? This is somebody who's rebuilding important relationships. There's someone here, this goes right on top of that Scorpio death card here. This Seven of Swords energy comes out, and that's someone who hasn't been telling the truth about some things. I have the Chariot card, which is the card of Cancer, and that's your card. It comes out right with that Seven of Swords, where I feel like, I don't know if someone hasn't been telling the truth about some things, or if it's just that someone's getting away with something, or someone's getting away with more than they expected, or someone's being given more than they expected. But there's this energy of you feeling much better by the end of this week. By next Saturday, I am certain that you are going to feel maybe better than your old self. There's this energy of people coming back towards you after a time of grief and after a time of trial. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles out, so that's 3 aces. Wow, I like it. The only one that's missing is the Ace of Swords, and that's the one that is that brutal truth. But we've got new beginnings all over this, and this Ace of Pentacles is my favorite card to get in any reading, because it signifies a brand new start that you can really invest in a major part of yourself, in. All right. There's been quite a bit that you've had to work through here, Cancer, to get to back to this situation. You've had to go through some pretty heavy mental battles with yourself, and you've really had to make some decisions about what you want to do for the future and who you want to allow in your space. It feels like you've had a major fallout here. You've had a lot to work through, a lot of grief, a lot of stress, a lot of worry. By the end of next week, you're going to feel a ton better. You're acknowledging a lot of these codependencies in your life, and you have been quite alone throughout this course. A lot of your stability removed. You could have lost a lot of money somehow, and it feels like someone's offering a real fresh brand new start. This could be you doing this for yourself. Whatever it is, all of a sudden you're feeling much better, much better, much like yourself, and you've got a lot more energy, a lot more get up and go. There's going to be if you've been feeling depressed, or if you've been feeling overtired, overstressed, maybe all of the above, it's like you go to sleep one night, you wake up, and all of a sudden you feel 100% better. All right, good luck to you, Cancer. I will see you guys next week. Next up, we have Pisces. All right, Pisces, we are going to use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot for you guys. the World out for Pisces. This guy's been real popular this evening. You know that? The World card is being at the end of a major phase of your life. I always say that the World card is not about finishing one chapter and starting the next. It's about finishing the book and shelving it so you can start the next volume of yourself, like 7-year cycles, 9-year cycles, 13-year cycles, where you want to be for the next 7 years, right? I have the Six of Swords. What? This is somebody who might be considering relocating. This is definitely somebody who's ready for a major change. This is really nice. Feels really positive. This is somebody who really, they have some goals. I like it. Somebody says, yeah, I'm just not entirely sure what they are. Very funny. I have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's kind of looking at their, at starting a business, or they have their own business. There's someone who's very independent here. Somebody that's kind of questioning this singlehood or questioning this business in some way. It's like I feel like somebody's kind of questioning themselves here. I've got the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and I've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's saying, you know what, I just don't want to do this much anymore. I want to let go of something. This is somebody who may want to start a business, but they're letting their fears kind of get in the way, and kind of they're putting their hands up. This Page of Swords in the reverse is somebody who feels like they don't know enough about a situation to really commit to it. Three of Cups on its side. I've got the Judgment card out here. Alternatively, this Three of Cups is kind of a reconciliation energy. It can be, and with this Judgment card, we have sort of this change of direction. It's sort of this wake-up call, this kind of resurrection kind of energy here. There's also the potential that if we're talking about love in your life this week, Pisces, you may have somebody who's watching you from a distance, or you may be watching someone from a distance hoping for some kind of a reconciliation here. There's just this general overall feeling of wanting to make a major change as to whether you're on your own or not. And there's someone here who's feeling a little overwhelmed with their life right now with that Ten of Wands in the reverse. And it all goes on top of this World card. You have yourself questioning like where you've been for a while and where you want to be in the future. It kind of feels like with this Six of Swords is somebody who's maybe even considering a physical relocation. Like they are saying like, maybe it's time for me to move. Maybe it's time for me to not be single anymore. Maybe it's time for me to go off on my own in business. But this Page of Swords in the reverse is someone who doesn't know enough on their own. If we're talking about a love relationship here, this person is watching someone from a distance online or something because they don't know enough about this person to make a decision. This Three of Cups that comes out on its side can be very much a reconciliation energy, as can this Judgment energy. I've got the Wheel of Fortune that comes out on its side. With this Ten of Wands energy where we have this kind of somebody who's saying, you know what, I just can't deal with it anymore. I got to make a decision. I got to make a choice. I'm tired of, like, I can tell that I'm at a crossroads. I can tell it's time for me to make a choice and make a move here. This Wheel of Fortune out on its side is someone who, I always think of it like the hamster at the bottom of the hamster wheel. And if he just sits in the bottom of the cage, then it's never going to go anywhere. That's like the Wheel of Fortune on its side. There's someone here. It's like you're in charge of making it happen is what it feels like. Whether or not it's to whatever this next phase is. I've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like if this is relating to you in business and you're someone that already owns their own business, I think you're tired of it. I think your arms feel tired. I think there's a part of you who says, you know what? I was feeling like I didn't want to give up on it because I didn't want to feel like a failure. Maybe I need a break from this because I feel like there's something different for me, something better for me, because I feel like I'm just losing money. I'm not making the money I want to be making, and I feel like it's not contributing to my stability. This Eight of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's saying, can I finally let go of it this time? Is this time going to be the time I can finally kick this habit? This was something that seemed like really great and really fun for a while, and then eventually it just was a constant frowny day for you. A frowny day. I've got the Judgment card on top of the Judgment card. Darn it. So that's important. The Judgment card on top of the Judgment card means the Judgment card. I love it. That's so helpful. No, it's really just like it's time for this change. It's time for this wake-up call. The Judgment is the number 20. The World card is the number 21, right? It's time when it's time. It's time, and you say it's time, apparently. And so what is this Three of Cups here? And why do we have you so worried about this, Pisces, with this Nine of Pentacles? The Six of Swords, you're just going to be getting repeat cards. Whoever you are, this is the story. This is all you really need to know about yourself, pretty much. Pisces, whoever you have a really strong energy. You have given me so many repeat cards. We've only used 2 decks, and this is a short little reading, right? But the Six of Swords twice out, and if you can do that, that pretty much means that you can direct your energy any which direction you want to, and you can affect any change from your living room over to my living room. And so you are very capable of being the hamster on the wheel that turns your life in the direction you want it to go, for lack of a better term. So this Six of Swords energy is important. This is somebody who's really trying to make a difficult decision as to whether or not they move on or whether they stay. And whatever it is that's kept you stuck here with this kind of inaction, I've got the World card out again. Wow. Again, the World card out twice. So that is the card of Libra. And we have the Queen of Cups here, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be another person involved that you would have to let go of or something. But if not, this would just be something that you poured a lot of your heart and soul into, you know. This could have been your art. This could have been a relationship that you loved very much. And this World card, though, is somebody who's saying, I see something different for myself. I see a new future for myself, right? There's been, with this Judgment card, with that Judgment energy, this is somebody who's had a new revelation as to who they want to be, what they want to see in their lives, and for whatever reason, you've taken your time with this situation. You've invested as much as you could, and it just hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to. And so now you're really kicking yourself into a new direction, is what it looks like. And it feels like it's just going to work out well for you. Whatever this is that you're moving towards, whoever this is that you're moving towards, it feels really exciting, and it feels like it could be your next 7 years, 10 years, 13 years, whatever. It just feels really promising. All right, that was your reading for the week, Pisces. Thank you for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Scorpio. I'm going to use this vice versa tarot for Scorpio. Well, we have the Ace of Wands. Your cards just kind of all came out there at once, real quick and real easy. Like that Ace of Wands is somebody who has a brand new start in some kind of relationship, or it feels like a love relationship, honestly. This is somebody that you've experienced a lot of really happy times with, and now there's some kind of separation energy that comes between you. It doesn't feel like it's a breakup necessarily, because I have the Four of Wands that comes out with all of this. Which is kind of this marriage energy. It's this real partnership, very stable relationship kind of energy. But maybe you are taking a break from one another, or maybe you're separated by long distance or something like that. We have this Page of Pentacles here, but we have a real solid start to whatever this is. I have this Three of Cups that comes out on its side, and I have the Seven of Cups that comes out here. Oh no, I gotta get another deck. Hold on. Let me get 1 or 2 more out with this one. All right. All right, Scorpio. So whatever this situation is, we may have someone who has considered maybe a third party situation here, or maybe that has kind of bled out into this situation. This Three of Cups energy is oftentimes indicative of a third party situation when it's in the reverse. It's only on its side here, but I have this Seven of Cups energy, which is kind of a shiny objects kind of energy, and it kind of flanks this Four of Wands, which is that marriage energy. This Page of Pentacles right here, this can be someone who's ready to put down roots with someone. This can be someone who's ready to grow something with someone, and it can be the energy of engagement. But here's the thing, something's happened here, and I guarantee it has to do with this Three of Cups and this Seven of Cups energy here. Something's happened that's caused somebody to separate themselves a bit from another person, and now there's this energy of the Eight of Swords in the reverse, where we have people who aren't talking like they were before. Like, it's almost like somebody saw some behavior in another person. If that's not the case, we could have someone who's simply separated because someone's working somewhere. I have the Emperor energy that goes with that. We got a couple of different timelines going on here, I think, Scorpio. But I have the Lovers card. That's the card of Gemini, but this is definitely someone who's having to make a choice as to how they feel about this. They're having to make a choice in love in some way. I'm going to use this Night Sun Tarot. Oh, yeah, okay. There's somebody here who might be considering ending this relationship because they're worried about some things from the past, or worried about something that they've seen. I see the Six of Cups here. This is definitely a soulmate relationship for sure. The Six of Cups, it can be a past life relationship, or someone that you've grown up with, someone you may intend to grow old with. And this is someone you feel very attracted to. They're very attracted to you. I got the Three of Cups out again. And I got the Ace of Wands out again. So, wow. So, the Three of Cups in the reverse twice out is somebody who is kind of entertaining a third-party situation typically. And I think that's on someone's mind, in whether this is on your mind or on somebody else's mind in this relationship, or somebody around you. This is the energy that's coming out, all right? I'm just reading the cards. But this Ace of Wands is two people who are they feel very strongly connected. These are two people who feel very passionately about one another. And we have this beautiful soulmate relationship here on the table, but it feels like there's been some kind of a separation because of this third party situation, or potential, or whatever's happened here. I've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse on top of the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who really didn't expect for things to go this way. This is somebody who was kind of blindsided by somebody doing this or seeing this. I have the Lovers card out again. All right, so basically, this is real heavy energy for you. You've got a lot of repeat cards in here, Scorpio. This is, again, the card of Gemini, but the Lovers does indicate having to make a major choice in love. That's all there is to it. Either you're all in or you're all out. I don't know what the situation was with this Three of Cups energy. This may have been somebody who went out with somebody else while they were on a work trip or something like that. That could be that energy, or this could have happened somehow related to work, something like that. I'm not sure. But this Eight of Pentacles, or excuse me, this Eight of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's now not talking much. I've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse because you don't know what to say, you don't know how to explain this situation, or you don't know how to temper your words, maybe. It just depends on what side of the coin you're on here. I have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's definitely not talking. I have two eights in a row here. And I've got the World card out for you guys too. So this is a really heavy energy in every reading we've done tonight. This World card is somebody who's at the end of a cycle. This is somebody who says, are you all in or are you all out? Based on this information that you have here, what do you want to do with it? This is somebody who's saying, what now? This is somebody who may have been merely distracted by a situation and it's caused somebody to inflate the truth, or in their own mind, or something, like to make mountains out of molehills. Or perhaps it's not. Perhaps we have someone who's engaged in a third-party situation and you've become aware of it, or they've become aware of you doing this, something like that. But there's this energy of two people who feel very strongly about one another. There's potential for a happy home and a marriage. There's a potential engagement on the line, or there's definitely a lot of sexual passion, and definitely, no doubt, a soulmate relationship. But there is just kind of this energy of lingering in the background here, this kind of third-party situation, somebody being forced to make a decision this week. Again, a lot of love here. It's just really a question of, is this authentic to me or not? Because once again, when we get into this World card energy that everybody seems to be in this month, we are looking at ending relationships and situations with people and places and things that no longer work well for us, that we can't take with us, you know, to the next phase. They don't fit in the boat, right? And you can only take the things that are going to be necessary and are going to be helpful for you during the next phase of your life, right? And so we want to keep the best of us and leave the worst of us behind, right? And only take on people who promote positivity and growth in our lives. And you'll instinctively know what that is. And if you don't, God takes care of it for you. There's always a shakeup. There's always a discomfort. There's always a dis-ease. And that's what makes us make difficult choices. That's what allows us to make those difficult choices, right? If you were always comfortable, you would never get up off the sofa and do anything, right? If every relationship worked out well, you would never, ever meet anybody new. Alrighty, that was your reading for the week, Scorpio. Hang in there. I'll see you next time. Next up, we have Ophiuchus. I'm going to start with this Tarot of Wonderland for Ophiuchus. I've got the Six of Swords for Ophiuchus too. Very good. So Ophiuchus is somebody, you've got this Six of Swords, which is somebody who's considering relocating, moving on from something. Is it time to go? It feels like it is. Time to make a major change. We've got the High Priestess card that comes out there. That's the card of Pisces. This is somebody who knew it all along. This is somebody who's been starting to plan for their future. I've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is great news. Ten of Pentacles can be buying a new home. This can be a windfall of money. This can be finally being able to put down roots in a way that is comfortable for you. You may be experiencing all of those things. You may be setting this all up for you for the future. This is with the Knight of Pentacles. This may have been like a long time coming. There may have been slow growth here. There may be somebody who's just planning. There's just a real energy of stability coming towards you, and also positivity in your finances this week, Ophiuchus. I have the Justice card out on its side, and I have the Ace of Cups that comes out on its side. You may be experiencing you may be having some documents that you have to fill out this week. You may be doing a lot of paperwork this week. If you're involved in any kind of courtroom issues or legal issues, there's not any it's not real positive. It's not real negative. It's kind of a neutral vibe. With this Ace of Cups energy on its side, this feels like you who all of a sudden is starting to maybe feel... hold on, I'll clarify that one in a minute. I've got the Three of Pentacles here because we're still kind of talking about this Justice energy, which is the card of Libra, which is the time that we're in right now. It feels like you're forming a team that you want to work with in some way. It may be related to this Justice energy, or this may be just what you're doing this month, Ophiuchus. All of a sudden, it feels like there's a little bit too much for you to handle on your own, and so you may have to ask for some assistance here. There's this energy of you not being entirely sure of how something's going to work out in the future, but you knowing that things are going to improve, you knowing that things are getting better. There's this energy of a lot of things that you've worked hard for in the past starting to, it's like they're all of a sudden about to improve. Hold on one second. I've got the King of Swords. I've got the Knight of Swords. My goodness, this is a lot of air energy coming out here all at once. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. All of a sudden, somebody comes in, quickly rectifies a situation. This is someone who behaves with integrity, honesty. This could be you. This is someone who is doing things by the book. If we're still talking about any kind of legal matters, I feel like that's handled with integrity and with authority. Very good. This person needs one more out here on the top. Hold on. I have the Hierophant that comes out in the reverse. If you are involved, there could be a divorce here. My left ear is ringing. This Hierophant card is somebody who is overlooking contracts, overlooking documents, looking over institutional paperwork, that sort of stuff. Let me get another deck out here. Let's use this. I want to use this vice versa tarot for you guys too. It feels, I don't know what you guys have going on this week, Ophiuchus, but there's this real heavy energy of moving forward with your life and letting go of things that you've been needing to move on from for a while. It feels like your finances start to improve. I have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who, it feels like they're giving up a position of authority, or it's like they give up some kind of a fight or something. Maybe that's someone outside of you. Maybe somebody finally... I have the Three of Cups over here. Oh my goodness. And I've got the Ace of Cups again. And I've got the World card out for you guys too. Of course we do. Nicely done, but it's never come out with this deck yet tonight. So this is, okay. Alrighty, so this may be somebody, this may be your energy, this may be somebody else that's coming, like that's on the other side of this dynamic. We have somebody here, it's like defeating, there's like an energy of giving up, there's an energy of surrender, there's somebody here who doesn't want to fight anymore. I think that's what it is. This can be your energy, this can be somebody else's energy. If we're dealing with legal battles or courtroom dramas or any kind of divorce or anything like that, it feels like things are handled in a fairly neutral way, things are not inflammatory. There's this energy of someone hoping for some kind of reconciliation here with this Three of Cups in the upright position, or hoping for just like a family coming together. It's interesting that it goes right on top of this Three of Pentacles. Again, threes are about creating stability with a stable foundation, a stable base. I have this Ace of Cups that comes out again here. So now I've got two Aces of Cups. One of them's in the reverse, one of them was on its side. This can be a lot of tears being cried over this situation, or it can be like an emotional release, but it's something that allows both individuals here to understand their own authenticity or their own hearts or who they really are, something like that. Deep stuff. This is something that happens faster than expected. It's handled with a lot of truth and honesty here, which is nice. And I've got the Two of Cups out there, which is funny because I was saying, I was thinking to myself with this two aces right here makes the Two of Cups, right? Which is a real solid partnership here. Maybe you're hoping for a reconciliation with this person or something like that. Or maybe this is some kind of healing situation where we have, well, I mean, maybe you've been waiting to kind of be, maybe this is, wow, okay, I didn't even think of it like that. All right. This could be somebody who during this month finds someone, the right person for them too. That's interesting. This would be after healing from a lot of strife. Maybe somebody finally meets the right person for them. With this Hierophant energy, that's the card of Taurus, incidentally. This World card, and the only reason that I say that, is because this could go a couple of different ways. I've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini on there because once we have this Ace of Cups out here twice and I've got this Two of Cups out here twice, this is like a real, like there's a lot of soulmate energy here, and that Hierophant card is a card of commitment. It's a card of marriage, but it is a card of traditional values. I've got this World card here where we have somebody who's ending one thing so that they can begin something new, right? But this is somebody who's ready to close out this cycle. This is somebody who's definitely ready to move on to something different. This is somebody who says like sayonara to the past and has like a real focus on the future. I'm hearing the very much like red pill, blue pill. I don't know why. That's funny. That's somebody who's like there's a new day dawning in their life and it feels like they're being led towards something that's a very healthy partnership for them. But it comes after this time of either having to let go of another significant relationship or after and having had rebuilt themselves in some way with this Ten of Pentacles. This High Priestess energy is someone who may be very psychically developed, or you may be someone who is just highly intuitive in your life. This is somebody who gives up the need to be right about everything all of the time. Anything you want to clarify just real fast, because it's still a little bit clear as mud to me here, Ophiuchus, but I got the Hierophant out again. Alrighty. There's somebody here, this is very much related to the institution of perhaps marriage, something like that. This is somebody who, this is again the card of Taurus. Dude. So this is somebody who may be wanting to honor a commitment, or this is maybe somebody who wants to offer a commitment that is maybe something that may change your life, Ophiuchus, something like that. And it comes after a tremendous amount of hardship or a tremendous amount of growth. This actually comes from whenever you move on from something. This is fascinating. It's kind of clear as mud to me. If this is your reading, I guess you'll understand it. All of a sudden, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups here on this top of this deck, which is, I see this rainbow here. I love rainbows. But this Ten of Cups can be a family coming together. It can be a blended family coming together. This can be it's also one of the soulmate cards in the deck. There's just, and it may be happening towards the end of this month, Ophiuchus. Maybe like somewhere around the 20th or 29th or something sounds, I don't know, coming to mind. All right, that was your reading for the week, Ophiuchus. Thanks for letting me read for you. See you guys soon. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Saggies, let's use this. Yeah, let's use this Mary El Tarot for you guys. See what we have going on for Sagittarius. I've got the Hanged Man out for Sagittarius. That's somebody who's waiting to make a decision. They want to wait until they know exactly what the right thing to do is. There's somebody here who's feeling a little vulnerable. I have the Moon card. That's the card of Cancer that comes out there. We've got somebody who has some secret feelings about something, and we've got the Fool card, which is great. Thanks a lot, Sagittarius, because you are someone who's actually moved through a cycle and you're ready to start all over again with this Fool card. So you've got the next card out after the World. So you're already well on your way to starting this whole new cycle of your life here. We have this Five of Pentacles here is somebody who's ready to open their heart up. There's this energy of vulnerability, somebody who says you can see in a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. Yes. There's somebody who who has some kind of, well, I'm going to get some clarification. I got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who has, this may be somebody around you. This may be your energy. Oh, man. Yeah, I got the Lovers in the reverse. This is somebody who is, with this Moon energy, there's somebody who has a secret. There's somebody who is waiting to share information about themselves because they're very nervous about opening up themselves or opening up their heart. This is somebody who may be having a lot of really intense dreams right now. They may be dreaming about you. You may be dreaming about them. With this Lovers in the reverse energy, this is someone who feels like they are not close to this person that they're thinking of here. With this Knight of Swords, this person isn't able to talk, or if they do talk, things come out funny or they don't know what to say. There's like a real energy of nervousness here. With this Fool energy, this is someone who is They've freed themselves, like they're all of a sudden feeling ready. This is someone who's made a lot of changes in their life recently. All of a sudden, I'm like super nervous for you. I've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who somebody who's like kind of had to really work through kind of a lot of heavy emotions lately. And they've been struggling with it a little bit. There's could have been some tears. I'm going to put those back in because I didn't like the way they came out. All right, Sagittarius, I have the Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor is the card of Aries. It's the card of divine masculine. It's someone who is used to being in charge. This may be you, this may be this other person. And it feels like something's thrown you off here, Sagittarius, and you are now ready to move on, possibly towards someone, or somebody's like, oh my gosh, this I'm gonna have to, I don't understand. Hold on. I've got the Justice in the reverse. The Justice in the reverse can be the energy of divorce. This is someone who feels like they have lost an awful lot. With the Justice in the reverse, the Justice is the card of Libra. That's the time that we're in right now. It can indicate legal procedures. It does indicate divorce. Oftentimes it can indicate things not going fairly for you or something like that. Those are some of the many meanings of the Justice in the reverse. This is someone who feels like they've lost a lot. There may have been a lot of tears cried in the recent past. You may have been forced to make a difficult decision in love that you didn't want to have to make. It feels like it was outside of your control. You feel you've waited a long time to express maybe some feelings about this or to talk about this. There's someone who's worked their way through this and they're ready to kind of move on from it. They're ready to start a new phase of their life that doesn't involve this story anymore. You're over it and you're done with it. It's still kind of leaving a blanket of energy over you, but it feels like you don't want to feel that way anymore. And you're kind of ready to make a change. I'm hearing like a butterfly out of a cocoon. I know that sounds a little bit cheesy, but it feels like you're kind of ready to make that appearance again in your life in some way, Saggy. Let me use this Deviant Moon Tarot. Yeah, that's good. Use that one. That Page of Wands is someone who's ready to baby step it out. That's Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This is somebody who's Eight of Pentacles. You're like, nope, I'm just going to focus on work. Yeah. That's pretty much true. Okay. Five of Pentacles. This situation that you've worked your way through may make it so you have to focus on work. You may be very like poverty conscious right now, or you may just have this energy of you maybe have not been doing much. Maybe you haven't been seeing people for a long time because you just don't, like, you've been kind of covered with this heavy energy here. Throwing yourself into work. Maybe I have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Maybe a little depressed, maybe not a lot of energy, maybe feeling really tired. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, darn it, okay. And I've got the Hierophant card here. Very similar energy to the Ophiuchus reading a few minutes ago. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is something that you thought was going to work out, didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to. It threw your life upside down. Maybe it caused a fallout in your life or this other person where there was some bad behavior exhibited or something like that. With that Emperor in the reverse, this is someone who's lost an awful lot in any case. Difficult decision you had to make. You didn't really want to have to make it. Could have been a lot of tears involved. Could have involved a marriage with this Hierophant energy. Could have involved a Taurus, or it could have just involved something that you had had a major commitment with. All of a sudden, you waited a long time to see if this was going to get better. The whole time you continue to work on yourself and to grow spiritually. This is somebody who is all of a sudden seeing some of the shadow aspects of themselves. You're starting to clean those things up. This other person has done the same. There is this, or this other person is doing that. There's this energy of wanting to start something new. And I have the King of Wands. There you are, Sagittarius. Yep, feeling like yourself again. Good job. I like it. So this is going to be, you've worked through a lot, Sagittarius. And this is not just like a weekly reading for you. This is a much heavier energy for you. This King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is someone who's doing it all on their own now, doing a good job. This is somebody who is taking care of business, and someone who is starting to feel like themselves again for the first time in a long time. Whatever this was, dragged your heart through the mud, dragged your life through the mud, dragged you through the mud, whatever. And now we have a new start, but you're close. You're close. I feel like by Friday of next week, Sagittarius, I think there's going to be like this heaving sigh of fresh air and relief that you feel. It feels like you're just working through this tail end of a cycle, and you are ready. You are just right on the cusp of this butterfly cocoon metaphor. I know, I'll stop using it, but this is a much healthier, happier energy. And that right there, the Seven of Swords that comes out over here, and it comes out, oh, now that's interesting, because the Seven of Swords, I was not expecting that guy to come out for you, Sagittarius. This Seven of Swords is someone who's having to eat their own words, someone who's having to eat their own truth, something like that. There's some kind of acknowledgement from you or from this other person where they're having to be honest, and they're having to admit to some things. And we have some things that are difficult, things that have been difficult for you to swallow, difficult for this other person to swallow. Once you get through that energy, once you get through whatever that is, we have the Six of Swords out for you guys too. Also real heavy energy this week. This is you being able to move on, possibly even physically relocate in some way. That Seven of Swords is a little bit concerning. I see. So it's very similar to this moon energy and this Five of Pentacles, where we have someone who's willing to expose parts of things, but not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. There's kind of this energy of, there's just a lingering feeling. You're still tying up some loose ends with this situation. You're still trying to get down to the truth or to the bottom of whatever this is. Still trying to like see clearly through the glass, it feels like. It's still not all the way fixed and all the way repaired, Sagittarius, but there's like definitely like a pinhole of light here where you're starting to get very honest with yourself, and this other person or whatever, somebody's getting very honest with themselves about who you are, what you want to be, and kind of cleaning up some of these issues that have been hanging around. Do watch the things that you say, Sag, just this week for sure. Make sure you do tell the whole truth, because let's not have this be you. This is a very uncomfortable position to be in, right? So let's have you make sure you aren't the person who's not telling the whole truth. Just be mindful that could be an energy that's hovering around. All right, that was your reading for the week, Sag. I'll see you guys soon. Next up, we have Leo. Leo, we are going to use this Star Power Tarot for you guys. Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who has equal give for equal take. This is reciprocal energy. This is someone who feels supported. This is someone who feels like they have their needs met. I have the World in the reverse. I have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Oh, I see, because you're doing it yourself, you say. Okay. This Three of Wands in the reverse is somebody who is kind of hoping for a change in their future, but they don't know what it is. This is somebody I've got the World card out for you guys. Yep, not to be left out. That is definitely a real important player in our readings tonight. But with this World card energy, we have someone, and that's the card of Libra too. But this is, which is the time that we're in. But this energy is somebody who recognizes that they're ready to move on from something. They're ready to move on to something that they feel more supported in, or where they feel more safer, more comfortable, whether they feel more valued. But they're not sure how it's going to happen, but they feel it coming. They can feel this ending. They can feel like there's almost like an excitement in the air, although it's kind of like the surprise, you don't know what's coming energy. I have the Ten of Pentacles. That's good news. The Ten of Pentacles can be the energy of buying a home. It can be a windfall of money. It can be putting down roots. It's stability coming towards you. I think that you are creating this for yourself, whoever you are, Leo. I think that you've been focused on goals. Like, this is the card of manifestation. But manifestation is not just like sitting and meditating on like what you want to see in your driveway or something. This is the energy of somebody who takes action. This is somebody who says, okay, I want to get to this place. What do I need to do to get to this place? This is somebody who's planned out a future for themselves. And I think you recognize that you're about to level up in some way. I have the Eight of Pentacles. You've worked really hard, Leo, whoever you are. You've worked really, really hard to attain this level of stability, this level of financial ability. This is somebody who just really pours a lot of their heart and soul into what it is that they do. You're well respected. You're admired wherever it is that you work, whatever it is that you do. People appreciate you for your talents and your abilities. Someone here may work in a salon or something. You may be a teacher, a musician, photography, painter. Yeah. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups in the reverse, and I have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is this energy. I'm going to have to slide this over here because I feel like this is a little bit separate. While you've been doing all of this hard work, there's someone that I feel like has been waiting to apologize to you. Or you've been waiting for somebody to reach out to you and say something to you. I've got the Ace of Pentacles here. You may be offered something nice. You may be offered something at work that is like a promotion. You may be offered a new opportunity that could create wealth in your life. With this Ace of Pentacles, that's my favorite card to get in any reading, Leo. It's a solid new beginning, something that you can invest in. It's authentic to you. It's something that it belongs to you, and it will surely grow into something more. I think you know that's coming for you here. You've invested a lot of yourself in that here. Now, I'm not sure what has happened here. I'm going to get another deck because we have somebody that you're kind of like, the Page of Cups in the reverse is, pages are messengers, right? They can be young children. They can be immature energies. What do we have here? We've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles twice there. Six of Pentacles is somebody who definitely needs equal give and take. And somebody who is about to get an extra little windfall of possibly money, definitely positive vibes into their energy this week, just so you know, Leo. But back to this page energy over here. This is somebody who feels that pages are messengers, and they bring messages of apology, love, kindness, forgiveness, friendship. When they're in the reverse, it's because they need to. Okay. They haven't done it yet. I don't know if that's you, or I don't know if this is somebody around you. I have the Five of Swords, snap. This is somebody who feels real bad about something that they've said. It's possible, it's kind of the energy of gossip. This person may have said something about you. You may have said something about this other person. And with this Seven of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who's like, I'm waiting. How much longer is this going to take? Oh, I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. No. Okay, the Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who does not watch what they say before they say it. This is somebody who speaks without thinking. This is somebody who can have a really sharp tongue. They can say unkind things about people. They can say things that aren't true about people. They can spread rumors. And just in general be not so nice. I have the Lovers in the reverse. This may be someone who has instigated drama in your love life. This may be somebody that you were friends with at one time, or maybe in a love relationship at one time with. The Lovers is the card of Gemini. This person kind of, like, their behavior made you have to make a choice about this situation, like that. Are you all in this situation, or are you all the way out? And I think that you were like, yeah, I'm all the way out. I'm going to go focus on work, and I'm going to focus on my life and my stability. And you just said, I'm set without you. I have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This can also be related to your work life. I was wondering if it's possible that because of this new opportunity that's given to you, it upsets someone else, and they may pop off and say something unkind about you. That's rather specific, but that was the first storyline that I heard a few minutes ago when I started this reading. This Three of Pentacles in the reverse energy is, now we have kind of a fallout in a team or a group dynamic. This person, whoever this Queen of Swords in the reverse energy is, they kind of just wanted to cause, like, because they weren't feeling so great about themselves at the time, they created an issue. Now we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. This is the Hanged Man in the reverse is somebody who waits for somebody else to do it for them. So this would not be somebody who would walk up to you and apologize to you directly. They would wait for you to start the conversation and then see where it went and see if it was going to hurt them to offer an apology of some sort. I have the Ten of Cups here, though. I think that this person may get over themselves. The Ten of Cups can be about a happy... No. Okay. The King of Swords in the reverse we have now, too. Okay. So this brings out the worst in both of these people. Do not be one of the worst in this situation, okay, Leo? Always see if you can be the bigger person, right? You're Leo. Of course you're going to be the bigger person. Of course you are, please. I have this Page of Pentacles here. This is somebody who sees that there's a new opportunity for growth and change in whatever this dynamic is. And I think if this Queen of Swords in the reverse allowed this situation to get to them and cause them to act out of turn or talk out of turn or say things that weren't so nice, this King of Swords kind of did the same. And there's kind of like this admission of, yeah, well, neither one of us was real nice about that. And there's kind of this bygone sort of energy that comes up after this dynamic happens. It's rather specific. This Ten of Cups energy is someone who says, let's all just get along. Let's get over it. Let's be happy again. Let's move on from this. I forgive you if you forgive me. Wow, that covered a lot real quickly. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good, but there is kind of this admission that it does kind of muddy up the team a little bit for a while this week, Leo. And this can be little dramas. These can be bigger dramas. There's somebody that's like, it's like an argument of some sort over who's right. No person in this situation is right when you have the King and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Those people never liked each other in the first place, is basically how that went. And they are going to fuss no matter what because they feel like they're both equal. They feel like their opinion should count equally, and it should. However, one of them is always trying to outdo the other one, and so they can say things that aren't always so nice. So let's just not have you be one of those people at all, and just go ahead and be nice in the first place, and think about the things you say before you say them. I'm sure you will. And if this is you having to calm down a situation like that happens outside of you and your environment, well, like I said, you're Leo. Of course you won't let that get the better of you. Of course you will conduct yourself very well. All right, that was your reading for the week, Leo. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we are going to read for Aries. Aries, We're going to use this Heaven and Earth Tarot for Aries. I have the Empress in the reverse. Somebody's upset. All right, the Empress in the reverse. That's the card of Virgo. When the Empress is upset, ain't nobody happy, right? So somebody is not happy. Either that is you or that is someone in your environment. The Empress is kind of representative of someone who runs their own empire, someone who may be a mother, father, wife, husband, business owner, the boss, someone who has a lot of pressure on their shoulders. We have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That can indicate a breakup. That can indicate an ending. This is, they do title some of their artwork. This is the Heaven and Earth Tarot, and it says sorrow down there on the bottom. This can be someone who is going through a lot right now, or maybe someone who has recently healed from a major upset in their lives. This person may be a musician. Just saying, this person may be someone who plays music at church. Okay. This is somebody who, we've got the Six of Swords out for you guys too. You guys are amazing tonight. There's this real heavy energy of relocation for a lot of people. It's come up in almost every single zodiac sign we've read for, but it is definitely this energy, if not of physical relocation, of moving on. Someone who is moving on from whatever, something that caused you a lot of pain and a lot of grief, and definitely upturned your card here with that Empress in the reverse. We have this Nine of Cups that comes out here on its side. Quite honestly, it can be the energy of overindulgences, like over drinking. That may be the energy that you want to leave behind, that this Empress in the reverse wants to leave behind. Could be. It can also be just an acknowledgement of things not working out the way that you wanted them to, and moving on and saying, you know what, I can let it go now. I can understand that things didn't work out the way that I had wished for them to, and I can let it go. I have the King of Wands in the reverse, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and it's in the reverse to Aries. This is someone who may have let their temper get the better of them. This is someone who may have been kind of a my way or the highway kind of person. I don't know if that was you or if that was somebody else, but there was also somebody that may have just burned you down to the ground, like burned you out, like exhausted your energy, something like that. Now we have a new opportunity coming towards you with the Page of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords energy that comes in. This is something that clears away a lot of mental debris. This is an energy that is like very, like all of a sudden there's something new. There's something, wow. There's a lot of stability coming towards you and a lot of mental clarity coming towards you. If you've been feeling just really bogged down in the emotions of this grief and heartache and pain for a long time, Aries, it feels like this week, probably by the middle of the week, that you're going to be feeling a lot better and you're going to be feeling a lot more clear. With this Page of Pentacles, this is a new opportunity coming towards you. It can be a new financial opportunity or just a new opportunity that provides a lot of growth and a lot of space for you. This could be part of that like relocation energy or that moving on energy. Let me use this Chicoli deck for you guys to clarify a little bit further. It can also be that you make this change, this relocation change very quickly in a way you weren't expecting to make it. And it could be, it just, whatever it is, it feels like it's pretty divinely timed. I have the Six of Wands here. Very good. It goes right on top of the Six of Swords. That's a good sign. This is someone who's starting to feel very successful by the middle of this week. It feels like all of that pain that you had experienced for this amount of time, all of this upset, whatever it was that really torqued you, or whoever it was that you feel like you need to move away from, it feels like you all of a sudden are in a position of success in order to make that change. The Six of Wands is someone who is victorious after a battle that's hard fought. Okay, so you earned it, basically. And you have the Star card in the reverse. This is, I always say that the Nine of Cups is the minor arcana of the Star card, because it's all about wish fulfillment. It's about what belongs to you. And there's this understanding that the Star card kind of embodies the, like Pandora's box for me. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's all in there, right? And those are all the things that belong to us. They're all the experiences of our lives. And while you wanted this to be a really wonderful situation, you would, and everything that you had ever hoped for, ever wished for, it was in fact something that belonged to you. This was a relationship or a situation that did in fact belong to you. However, it didn't work out as positively as you had hoped that it would. And there's the understanding that even though it didn't work out that well, it will have forever changed who you are. And it was important for you to experience this situation or this relationship. However, over time, you grew to know that this situation was exhausting you in some way and that it was time to move forward. And I have the Four of Swords. This is you taking a break or separating yourself. The Four of Swords is an energy of taking time off to contemplate how grateful you are to have dodged that bullet, or to have avoided further issues. It's kind of, it's almost like going on retreat in some way for a little while. I've got the Death card here. That's the card of Scorpio, but it's an energy of an ending. For sure, making a decision to let something go or someone go from your life. And it's a major heavy energy for you. But you sat, Aries, in whatever this state was, this state of upset, this state of upside down feelings for yourself for so long that it finally became clear, and you understand now that it's okay for you to do that. Now, it feels like I've got this Hanged Man in the reverse card here, and that is the card of Pisces. But this is someone who you honestly didn't want to have to be the one to make this move. You were kind of hoping it would be made for you in some way. You were waiting on someone else to be on board, or you were waiting on a new opportunity to come towards you. This can be in your love life. This can be in your career, whatever this is. These are just energies, and these are just stories that these cards tell. But this Hanged Man in the reverse, it feels like you're done waiting. It feels like this kind of happens for you the way that you're hoping that it will. Okay. I have the Queen of Swords, or excuse me, the King of Swords on top of the King of Swords. Very good. This King of Swords twice out, this is someone who's very much able to express their feelings now. There's this real fast moving energy where we have somebody who's sending like messages like the wind, in notes in digital form, and all of a sudden as you're like signing on the dotted line things, you are starting new ventures. You have maybe opened something new, definitely begun something new. And that's this new opportunity. And I've got the Six of Swords out here again. Wow, man. Love it. I love the repeats. When it's time, it's time. You know what? It's time, right? Okay, Aries, that was your reading for the week. You are ready for whatever this is, for whatever this new phase is. And it's coming rapidly in a way that you aren't expecting. You'd been kind of hoping for this ability to move on here for some time. It just feels like it's kind of snuck up on you, and it's going to feel really good when this new door opens for you, because you've been through quite a bit here with someone or with something, and it feels like you're ready to move into the next area, the next volume of your life. Thanks, Aries, for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, we're going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for you guys. I have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's sick of being left out of something. This is somebody who's starting to get tired of being on their own. Or this is somebody who's ready to start getting out there in some way. You say, no, I'm not. I've just been through a recent ending or something. This Ten of Cups in the reverse can be a failed marriage. It can be a failed partnership. It can be feeling like you've lost everything and everyone's kind of watching you go through it. It can be a dissolution of an important relationship in your life, Capricorn. See, the Ten of Cups is supposed to be all that and everything, right? It's supposed to be the kids, the house, the dog, the cat, the car, the happy family, right? Whenever it's in the reverse, we have someone who feels like they've lost an awful lot recently. This Five of Pentacles in the reverse can be seeing things like glasses half empty kind of vibe, but you usually have a reason too with the Five of Pentacles, right? It's usually about financial restriction or poverty mindedness. This can be the energy specific to this deviant moon tarot of feeling like other people are watching you go through this in some way and feeling like kind of vulnerable. You've got the the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. And that's somebody who feels like they're restricted in, or they're trying to restrict communication with people in some way. It's the energy of digital blocking. And wouldn't you know, you guys got the Six of Swords out there too. Super popular dude. Six of Swords is about moving on, physical relocation, or a change of mental space. Okay. Big heaving sigh of relief, right? I'm seeing a lot of moons in these cards, which makes me think of Cancer, the sign of Cancer. This may be something that you're making plans for now to do next summer. This is the Tower in the reverse. This is somebody, oh snap. This is someone who has experienced a fallout in a relationship or something, and it was kind of like a long time coming. This is the energy of like pulling the Band-Aid off slowly, something that you knew was going to fall apart, and now it's kind of like evacuation time yesterday, kind of, right? That's what the Tower in the reverse is. Something that's kind of like, it's like a catastrophe that you may have known was coming, right? Okay. I have the Four of Swords in the reverse for you guys too. We had that a minute ago. Up with Aries, I think, right? But we have this separation time that's ending for you. It feels like you've been taking a time out for a while to kind of deal with whatever this situation was, whatever this kind of trickle down, fall apart sort of situation was. And so now that you've done that, it feels like you're ready to make a change. I have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Man, somebody here feels sad. A little sad about something. There's somebody here who's lost a lot emotionally, although I feel like you're not taking it hard anymore. I feel like you've already gotten over it in some way, but you're saying, but wait, I'm not done talking about it. Maybe you haven't taken time to really express how you've been feeling. I did see that Eight of Swords in there on the bottom of the deck a second ago that kind of indicates you blocking communication between yourself and other people and you not wanting to deal with talking about this situation. Remember how I was saying you feel like whoever you are, you may be feeling like a lot of people are watching you or focusing too much of their attention on you right now while you're going through something difficult. And so that may be why you've separated yourself from other people. And you're just kind of making plans to move on. With this Nine of Cups in the reverse, it can be the energy of over drinking. So I do caution you there in case that does come up for you, Capricorn. But it's kind of this energy of like an acknowledgement that things didn't go the way that you'd hoped, that the wish that you wished for didn't turn out being what you wanted in the first place. And that's okay. I think that you're saying, and that's okay. I've processed it now. The Four of Swords in the reverse can be somebody who's saying, wow, I really dodged a bullet there. I'm so glad that I didn't get stuck with that situation. This Tower in the reverse, though, is something that you kind of predicted. You could have fixed it, but you kind of let it fall apart on its own. This Queen of Swords energy, oh, and the Hermit energy too. Wow. So you've had to be really brutally honest with someone here, or you've had to say things that you wish you didn't have to say. This may be happening actually this week, Capricorn, where you're going to have to speak up and express yourself a little bit in a way that may hurt someone's feelings with that Queen of Swords energy there. And there's this, you may have to cut ties with someone. This is someone who feels like they may have to make some messy endings of something just in order to have themselves be heard in this situation. And there is also this heavy energy of isolation with this Hermit energy. Remember how I was saying you've kind of cut off a lot of contact between yourself and other people this week. For whatever reason, we do have this heavy energy of please don't look at me. Please stop looking at me. Please stop paying attention to me. Maybe it's like, maybe you're well known in your community, or maybe you're famous or something, and you feel like you're always having to go through things while other people are watching you go through them. But there's this energy of you wanting to move on, and move on pretty quickly from whatever this is that you've already kind of experienced here. I'm going to get this Mary L. Tarot and clarify a little bit further here for you. There's too many. Hold on. I have the Justice card that comes out for you. This is the card of Libra. This is the time that we're in right now. So it feels like whatever this Queen of Swords energy is here, where you're having to be really honest about something, a way that you're feeling, you may have to hurt some feelings or something like that, about whatever this is that you've been experiencing or going through or moving on from. It feels like it's happening like right now, like in the next day or two. Right? Because I have this Justice card, this is the card of Libra, this is happening this month. But this is something that's going to right the scales of balance. It's going to rebalance things in your life, where you, once you get this off your chest, once you start making your move out of this situation and this space of energy, you move on in a hurry, and it feels really good. And it really is that dodged a bullet there energy. I have the Seven of Wands there. That's somebody who doesn't want to entertain. You don't want to fight for anything anymore. You're good. You're like, I'm set. I feel at peace. I don't feel like I need to be upset about this anymore. I feel like now that I've expressed myself, I feel good about the situation and I can move on. And you've got this Judgment card, and you're saying, man, if only I had done that months ago, how much better I would feel. With this Judgment energy, this is kind of a resurrection energy or a wake-up call. This is somebody who, after experiencing whatever this loss is, they say, I feel good to go. I feel good to move on here. I think that's why your energy feels so clear right now, Capricorn. I don't feel like a heavy emotional feeling here with reading these cards. You're like, I just want to say how I feel. I just want to say what I experienced within this situation, and then I'm ready to be done. Healthy. I like it. And I've got the Three of Pentacles here. This is somebody who wants to now work on a better team. They want to work on a functional team. You may want to find a like you may want to grow a family with somebody. You may want to focus your attention on something that's a more foundational partnership for you, or a stable life for yourself. Maybe I have the Star card out for you. That's good. That's the card of Aquarius. That is someone who recognizes that, once again, this was an influential time, relationship situation in their lives. It served its purpose for you for growth. This could have been a karmic partnership in some way, but it was one of those aspects that, you know, good, bad, or ugly, it belonged to you, and it helped create who you are. There's a real heavy emphasis on like creation energy here for you, Capricorn. And there's this energy of you moving forward in a very beautiful way once you have expressed your true feelings about this. And I think that you, while it may not be the most popular opinion in the room, just simply expressing any kind of heartache or grief or pain that you experience throughout this time, it just frees you up. That's all you have to do. I don't think you're going to have to be mean about it or anything. You just got to get something off your chest. All right, that was your reading for the week, Capricorn. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Taurus. I'm going to use the Star Power Tarot for Taurus. I have the Ace of Pentacles out and the Eight of Swords out. Taurus, what is this? Okay, so on one hand, this feels like a really solid deal. This feels like something you would want to invest in. You're kind of feeling something out here. With this Eight of Swords energy, this is somebody who's not really communicating with somebody. They may not be talking to somebody. This may be somebody who's blocked on social media or at a distance from someone else. I've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse here. Could be kind of causing some anxiety in your life in some way, but I have this King of Swords energy. This is that somebody who, it feels like somebody has their eye on somebody. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This may be someone that you have your eye on, or they have your eye on you. I'm feeling Five of Wands. Ooh, okay. Maybe that's why you're not talking to each other. There's somebody who's trying to make a decision about a relationship, maybe. On one hand, it looks real good. It looks real positive. I'm getting the feeling that this is like a love reading, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be related to career, finance, or family or something. This Ace of Pentacles is always my favorite card to get in any reading, you know, because it's like something very authentic to you, something you can invest in very wisely, something that's going to be really profitable for you, you know. But this is... On the other hand, for whatever reason, someone or something that you haven't completely signed off on, and there's this energy of non-communication here, and someone who's still trying to decide how they feel about someone else. Now, this King of Swords in the upright position towards the end here is somebody who has some clarity come towards them soon. And someone who's, oh, sweet. I've got the Sun card that comes out here, which is like a healing that comes in and a lot of warmth and growth and positivity. And the Nine of Cups here, which is like a lot of wish fulfillment. You may be someone who is very attractive. You may have people watch you a lot. You may just have very beautiful eyes, something like that, because I just see a lot of eyes here. This person, whoever you have your eye on, you may watch them a lot, or they may watch you maybe on social media or something. Oop, hold on, let me plug my phone in here before it dies on us. Hang tight. Where's the charger? There it is. I think this happens to me about this time of night every Sunday, right? Sorry about that. This is somebody who there's an awful lot of wish fulfillment coming towards you, whoever you are with this Nine of Cups here. This person, whoever is involved in this situation, let me just get another deck here. Let me get a couple more out here, because Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this feels kind of like a new relationship that hasn't quite gotten gelled together yet. I have other people kind of involved here with this Queen of Pentacles energy and this Knight of Cups energy, where I shouldn't say other people necessarily, but it feels like other people's opinions maybe. Like this Queen of Pentacles, like the Knight of Cups is someone who has an actual offering of love that they would like to extend towards you. But there's somebody here with this Queen of Pentacles energy who's saying like, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. You've got this King of Swords energy over here too. You may have multiple people interested in you, Taurus. It just kind of feels like you have a lot of eyes on you. My. I have the Two of Wands out? No, you did not. That's funny. So the Two of Wands is like one of the more lusty cards we have in the deck, and it certainly is in this deck. This is the Star Power Tarot. But this is somebody who is ready for a partnership in their life, and you could be dating, you could be online dating, something like that. You may this is what it is. Oh my goodness. You keep finding really potential. You see a lot of potential in people. There are a lot of opportunities for you in your love life in some way, and you are always kind of left having to work out, is this person going to be a good match for me? Is this person going to be a good choice for me in some way? And with this Eight of Swords energy, that may be bothering you. It may be wearing you down or something, or you may be kind of not talking to someone that you've just recently started some kind of new communication with, and you're kind of questioning whether this person is going to check all of these boxes for you. I don't know. This is somebody who's feeling like I'm almost like taking a quiz, like a personality quiz or something, it feels like. Let me get this manga tarot to clarify here. You guys are cute. Clearly, I think you may have a lot of people interested in you. I've got the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is that soulmate energy, right? You're definitely pulling some kind of partnership into your life with that Two of Wands and this Two of Cups here. Here's the thing though, with this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, whoever you are, you have yet to meet the person that doesn't make you feel like you're still alone, that you really feel like you can connect with, that you can communicate with, it's possible that this King of Swords could be a good match for you. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And this Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. That's you, right? This person's kind of watching you from a distance and kind of hoping that you might be on board with them in some way. I think it feels kind of new. Six of Pentacles, this would be a really requited, reciprocal kind of relationship here. Equal give and take, someone that would be very supportive to you. You would be attracted to them. They would be attracted to you. What's the problem? Ten of Pentacles, sweet. That's good. This person is stable. You may be stable. This could be the energy of someone you could grow into a life with, someone you could have a family with, someone you could put down roots with. I have the Hermit in the reverse. You are not really expecting to feel this way about this person, and that is what may be causing this issue. Because it takes us all the way back over here to this Five of Wands energy, which is kind of that analysis paralysis. Should I? No, I don't know. Is this guy the right guy? Is this girl the right girl? I don't know. Do they check all those boxes on that Cosmo quiz? I don't know. Did they? Did they not? And what was their score? Somebody, you may be asking other people's opinions about this person, or vice versa. They may be doing that about you. This feels... I've got the Star card out for you, which has also been a super popular card throughout the entire night. This is somebody that would be part of you would grow from this relationship or situationship, regardless of whether or not this was your forever person. This would be an influential relationship for you or situation for you. Okay. And I think that there is that recognition there. The Star card is also the card of Aquarius, which is this King of Swords energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, you've got the Nine of Cups on top of the Nine of Cups again. This person, you may work with this person. This may be somebody that you work with, or they may come in where you work, or there may be some energy of that. This could also be someone, again, with the friend group dynamic, you talking to your team, like, what do you think about this person? What do you think about that person? Or vice versa. That's that energy of this Three of Pentacles, just a little side note. But we have the Nine of Cups that came out here again for you. And this is unexpected wish fulfillment for you. Okay. It's a surprise. I think you're surprised when you get to know this person after you get to know them a little bit better. I think it's almost like you met this person, or I don't know if you've met this person or not yet. Ace of Pentacles again. Twice out for that guy. And you've got the Five of Wands again. I don't even want to keep turning them. This is somebody that is, if you haven't met them yet, they're right around the corner. If you've already met them, you would have met them and not been sure about them, and kind of kept them in the back of your mind for a while and not talked to them for a while. And there's a good chance that you're going to reopen communication with them. If you haven't met them yet, they're right around the corner. With the Ace of Pentacles twice, this is a really solid opportunity for you. This is my favorite card in any reading, Ace of Pentacles, because it's something that you can invest in. But man, whoever you are big on like this pros and cons list. You're big on this analysis paralysis kind of dynamic. And you do you know? I mean, you just take as long as you need to take and just work it out for your little self, and it's all going to be wonderful. All right, that was your reading for this week. Thanks for letting me read for you, Taurus. The next and the last of the night, we have Virgo. I'm going to start with this vice versa tarot for Virgo. Thanks for watching, you guys, and thanks for being here. Much love to you all. What do we have for Virgo here? I have the Ten of Cups. At the top of the deck, this is somebody who is focusing on creating a positive life, maybe a positive family life. This may be somebody who is interested in marriage. I have the World card out for you guys too. Of course you do. Very good. Alrighty, we got the World card out for you, Virgo, and this is somebody who is ready for the next phase of their life. You have done all of the things, you have checked all of the boxes, you have packed all of the old emotional stuff up, and you've shipped it off to Antarctica, never to be seen again, and you're ready. You're ready to move on to whoever it is that you are going to be next. I have the Six of Cups. We have some kind of soulmate energy that's coming towards you. I don't think you know who this person is yet. Virgo, this is this energy of someone that you're kind of anticipating, like in the back of your mind. It's just kind of this lingering recognition that by moving on to this new phase, whatever you're going into, you're pulling this energy into you. This Six of Cups is a soulmate that's like a past life love, something like that. This Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse comes out. This is somebody who is recognizing that by making some major changes in their life, they've upset the balance of their stability in some way. You may be leaving a job to find something new that works better for you. You may be having to take a pay cut to do it, but there's someone who's pretty joyful about this change. There's someone who's pretty happy and they feel pretty free about what this new thing is that's coming towards them. This could be the energy of having to move into a smaller house or something like that to accommodate a change in career that may, while it may cut your salary in some way, maybe it is something you've always wanted to do, something like that. Or perhaps having to move across the globe and sell all of your belongings because of meeting a soulmate. That kind of energy. It's making difficult decisions that you know are the right decisions because they're going to feed your soul. Now we have this major energy of manifestation with the Three of Wands. I always think of it as the minor arcana of the magician. This is somebody who's not sure what's going to happen, but they know something's going to come. All right, now we have the Ten of Swords here that comes out. That's the minor arcana of the Death card for me as a reader. It's kind of that on again, off again relationship. It feels like this was the last time. It was like you were done. It's the Julius Caesar card for me as a reader. Like 9 times was not bad enough. Let's just finally do it with one big old whack, right? And it feels like you finally put an end to it. You've got 2 tens here, and remember the first card that I saw on the bottom of the deck was that Ten of Cups initially. And so we've got 3 tens. Tens are cycles of completion, as is this World card, which is again the final card in the deck of Tarot. That's the last thing we have to do before we go back around to the Fool, which is the number 0. And that is you starting a whole new journey. You know that, I know that. With this card of manifestation, we're just not really sure what lies ahead, right? Okay. You have gained a lot of wisdom, strength, emotional fortitude over the last few years. This is we have the Hermit card that comes out here. You are someone who is kind of having to rely on a higher power for guidance right now because, again, you're not sure what comes next. Now, interestingly enough, I was telling somebody this earlier today in a reading. Isn't it funny how the last thing we remember to do is to pray, right? It's like, where are your keys? Well, they're the last place that you look for them, always, every time they are. And prayer is always the last thing that we get to, right? It's the last choice. We will do anything else. We will grasp at straws. We will ask other people for help. We will beat our forehead up against the wall. We'll scream, we'll cry, and then eventually we don't have any energy left to do except say, I don't know what the right choice is to make. Somebody please help me out here. And that's when we get very prayerful and we commune with our higher power. And that's what this energy of the Hermit is. And this is you saying, I'm not sure what's coming, but I'm going to let someone smarter than me be in charge. I've left some things behind. I'm ready to move on here. What's the best we can do in this situation? I'm willing to accept whatever God has planned for me. It's an energy of surrender. Very good. There's not too many people who can do that. So good job, whoever you are. All right. It's not that there aren't too many people who can do that. We can all do that. We can all do it all day long if only we did, right? But it takes a strong person to get through these difficult cycles and to say, I'm ready and I'm not sure what I'm ready for. I'm going to let somebody else direct my path. Very good job, whoever you are, Virgo. I have the Three of Pentacles here. Somebody here who's ready to work on a new kind of team. You're ready to build something new. You're ready, but you've waited a long time to make this move, and you've waited a long time to make a choice. You've experienced a lot of hardship with this Sun in the reverse. This is someone who may have been damaged by past relationships, or may have just been in a situation where you knew you needed to change. You knew you needed to let something go, and you lingered a little bit too long. And lingering too long in situations that we know we need to get ourselves out of causes great discomfort. It can cause great dis-ease. That's the only way we know we need to get up and out of our situation. It may have caused depression in you or something, and if that was the case, you sat and you waited for it to clear, and it feels like it has. If it hasn't, if you aren't all the way out of it, it's happening really rapidly for you this week, Virgo. You're going to start feeling a lot more like yourself. You're going to start getting outside a little bit more, getting a little bit more fresh air, a little bit more exercise, getting getting that fresh air, breathing. It's going to help you with meditations. It's going to help you with these manifestations, what it is that you're wanting to see. It helps clear your mind, all right? If you can get your heart rate elevated, that will help too. It just kind of clears your system out. With this Five of Swords energy, you recognize that you're going to have to make a lot of changes and a lot of choices. And you're going to have to really decide who you allow to keep in your life and who you don't allow. With this Ten of Swords energy and this Five of Swords energy, this is somebody who's ready to commit to those choices. You waited for a long time to decide what it is that you wanted to do because you were afraid of what other people may say, and you were afraid of making the wrong choice at some point. Now you're starting to trust yourself more, or at least starting to trust in a higher power, and you understand that there's something better waiting for you on the other side. What is this Six of Cups energy? The King of Wands, that's what that Six of Cups energy is. So the Six of Cups was that soulmate energy. It looks to me like you have this King of Wands energy waiting around the corner for you once you clear this other debris out of this situation. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You've got that Sun card out, which is also the card of Leo there. Whoever this is probably this soulmate energy that's kind of waiting in the wings for you to just kind of get through whatever this cycle is, and to remove yourself from this one world card and to move on to the Zero card. It's once you hit that reset button, because you've done all the work here, all of a sudden your life becomes much more foundational, and you're able to see the future a little bit more clearly. The fog starts to lift, and you have an energy of rebuilding and growth and stability that comes out here for you, okay, Virgo? In addition to that, you have this soulmate energy waiting around here and just around the corner, and that is that King of Wands energy. So you can be expecting to see that. Once you clear through this energy, you may be looking towards Sagittarius season, or possibly Leo season, which is kind of midsummer time. In any case, whatever it is, you're going to be ready for it when you get there, because you're asking the right questions and you are surrendering to a higher power that is just feeling a lot more peaceful and balanced for you. Truth story. Okay. All right. That was your reading for the week. Thank you for letting me read for you, Virgo. And thank you all so much to those of you who joined me tonight. I am going to timestamp these, and I will repost them for you tomorrow at some point. And that way you can kind of fast forward through these things. But I appreciate those of you who were here. Thank you, those of you who helped moderate. And thank you so much, Sandra, for looking at those actual times for me. I really appreciate it. Y'all know I'm terrible with technology, and I'm also forgetful and a little bit late. So I appreciate you picking up the slack for me and helping me out there. All right, much love to you. I will catch up with you soon.